Some people travel to be seen. Others, travel disappears. Melania Trump doesn't move like a celebrity. She doesn't move like a politician's wife. She moves like a secret, wrapped in armor, shielded by silence, carried by machines that cost more per hour than most people earn in a year. But here's what nobody talks about. It's not the planes, or the motorcades, or even the conspiracy theories. It's the why. Why does a woman have access to every luxury in the world, choose to be invisible? There's a photograph from 2006. Melania, pregnant with Barron, leaning against a Mercedes SLR McLaren. Silver, sleek, worth over $500,000. A gift from Donald. She's smiling. But it's not the car people remember. It's the way she's standing, slightly angled, one hand on the hood, like she's posing for a life she's still learning to live. Because that's the thing about Melania. She didn't inherit this world. She married into it. And every trip she takes, every convoy that shuts down city streets, every helicopter that lifts her above traffic, is a reminder. This isn't where she started. It's where she ended up. Let's talk about what it actually takes to move a first lady. Not the spectacle, the infrastructure. When Melania travels long distances, she flies on a Boeing C-32, a military version of the 757. Secure communications, real-time coordination with the White House. Costs? $38,922 per flight hour. That number includes fuel, maintenance, crew salaries, and specialized equipment. In early 2017, she made 8 round trips between New York and Washington, 5 more to Palm Beach. Over $676,000 in flight costs. But here's the detail that matters. The plane had to make empty return trips, military regulations. It had to go back to base. So half those flights carried nobody. Just empty seats, flying back and forth, burning fuel, racking up costs. Because protocol demanded it. For shorter distances, there's Marine One, a Sikorsky VH-92 helicopter, designed to bypass traffic, eliminate ground-level threats, lift her above the chaos. But on the ground, that's where things get serious. The motorcade, the beast, a custom Cadillac limousine, 20,000 pounds, bulletproof, blast-resistant, sealed against chemical attacks, run-flat tires, night vision, medical equipment inside, a mobile emergency room. It's escorted by armored SUVs, Secret Service agents, a communications van, an ambulance, routes pre-tested months in advance, manhole covers welded shut, buildings surveilled, snipers on rooftops, every single time. The cost? In 2017, the Secret Service requested an extra $60 million, $26.8 million of that, for protecting Melania and Barron at Trump Tower. Daily security cost, $127,000 to $146,000, just to keep them safe, in their own home. Over both Trump presidencies, family protection exceeded $600 million. The Obamas? $97 million over 8 years. The difference isn't just money, it's visibility. It's choosing to live in New York instead of Washington, choosing Mar-a-Lago over the White House, choosing privacy at public expense. But let's be honest about what this really is. It's not just security, it's a lifestyle, one that exists in 2 worlds simultaneously. There's the official world, government planes, diplomatic trips, state dinners. And then there's the private one, the one funded by Trump wealth, not taxpayer dollars. Trump Force One, a Boeing 757, purchased for $100 million in 2011. Customized with Italian leather, 24-karat gold accents, seatbelts, faucets, every visible surface. 2 guest rooms, 3 bathrooms, 1 with a shower. Dining area for 43. Entertainment system like a private theater. Black fuselage, gold Trump lettering, American flag on the tail. You can spot it from miles away. Then there are the helicopters. 3 Sikorsky S-76Bs, VIP transport, refreshment centers, live map displays, seating for 6, painted black, white, and red. Trump aviation logo, regional hops between properties, golf courses, real estate, and the cars. Oh, the cars. The 2003 Mercedes SLR McLaren, gull-wing doors, 617 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 3.4 seconds, top speed, 207 miles per hour. The one from the Vogue shoot. Then there's the armored Mercedes S600 Guard, VR9 ballistic protection, twin-turbo V12, military-grade defense, luxurious interior, a Rolls-Royce Phantom, a 1956 Silver Cloud, a Lamborghini Diablo, a Cadillac Escalade for practical trips, collection valued over $2 million, exotic, armored, practical, all of it, available, whenever she wants. Where does someone like Melania actually go when she's not on official business? Mar-a-Lago, always Mar-a-Lago, 20 acres in Palm Beach. She retreats there for weeks, rarely leaves the property. Spa weekends, family dinners, secluded areas away from club members. Staff describe her as reserved, private, preferring quiet spaces over the social scene. Trump National Golf Club in Bedminster. Summer escape, private cottages, away from the main facilities. Then there are the whispers. Swiss Alps, Aspen ski trips, Hampton summers, Italian villas, Caribbean islands accessed by yacht. Places where her presence goes unnoticed, until well after she's gone. But the official trips? Those tell a different story. Her first foreign trip as First Lady? Saudi Arabia, Israel, the Vatican, Belgium, Italy. She wore a $51,500 Dolce & Gabbana jacket in Sicily. Critics called it tone-deaf. Fashion observers called it bold. Her solo Africa trip in 2018. Ghana, Malawi, Kenya, Egypt. Part of her Be Best initiative. She visited hospitals, schools, orphanages, and wore a pith helmet in Kenya. Colonial echoes. Widely criticized. Same trip where she said, "We care," months after wearing the "I really don't care, do you?" jacket, to visit detained migrant children. The optics never quite landed. Combat zones, though, those were different. Iraq in 2018. Al-Assad Air Base, unannounced. Meeting troops, Afghanistan in 2019. Bagram Airfield, Thanksgiving dinner with soldiers. No press, no spectacle, just presence. In the second term, she's been selective. Pope Francis's funeral in 2025. Stayed at Villa Taverna in Rome. Ambassador's residence. State visit to the UK. Windsor Castle. Formal banquets. But mostly, she stays home. New Year's Eve 2025 at Mar-a-Lago. Black tie gala. Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu attended. She wore Versace. Smile for photos. Held Donald's hand. And the conspiracy theorists went wild. The shadow theory. Because here's where it gets strange. Since 2017, a theory has persisted that Melania uses body doubles to travel in secret, to rest, to simply not be there. It started after public appearances where people noticed differences, facial features, height, behavior, smiling when she normally doesn't, waving enthusiastically, holding hands, things that seemed off. Key moments fueled it. 5-week absence after kidney surgery in 2018. Donald misspelled her name Melanie in a tweet, claimed she was watching from a window. Reporters saw an empty window. Brussels photos in 2018. Alabama tornado visit in 2019. The hashtag fake Melania trended. Thousands shared side-by-side comparisons. Even The View discussed it. October 2020 debate. She seemed engaged, affectionate. New Year's 2025. Genuine, smiling, hand-holding. Pope's funeral in April 2025. Veiled, distant. Every time the theory resurfaces, Trump calls it fake news, deranged, blames photo manipulation, provides no evidence. CNN and BBC call it ridiculous. A 2021 study used facial recognition. NASA's astrophysics data system found no evidence of doubles, attributed differences to lighting, makeup, angles, aging. Body language expert Dr. Beth Dawson agreed. Natural changes, cosmetic procedures, weight fluctuations, normal aging. And yet, Melania herself acknowledged it. In 2025, she shared AI-generated images, multiple versions of herself, on social media. With apparent humor. Not denial, humor. Because maybe that's the point. The conspiracy isn't about the truth. It's about perception. She's so reserved, so private, so visibly uncomfortable in public. When she seems happy, people think it must be someone else. The historical mirror. Melania exists in a long tradition of first ladies who use their position for access, for privilege. Eleanor Roosevelt drove her own Buick. No security. Flew 25,000 miles to the South Pacific during World War II. Carried a pistol for self-defense. Jacqueline Kennedy charmed Paris. I spoke fluent French. Toured India on elephants. Redesigned Air Force One's exterior. Rode in the open-top Lincoln that couldn't protect her husband. Nancy Reagan traveled 250,000 miles, hosted 56 state dinners, attended royal weddings. Michelle Obama made 22 international trips, 116 days abroad, promoted girls' education. But then there are the extremes. Imelda Marcos, 3,000 pairs of shoes, $5 million shopping sprees, while Filipinos starved. Grace Mugabe. Gucci Grace, 75,000 pounds in a single Paris trip, while Zimbabwe collapsed. Rolls-Royces, $10 million mansion, daughter's $5 million wedding, 72-kilogram cake, air-freighted, while her country suffered hyperinflation. By those standards, Melania is restrained. By American standards, she's expensive. The question isn't which standard to use. It's whether the silence is worth the cost. Melania Trump doesn't travel to be seen. She travels to not be seen. In planes that cost tens of thousands per hour, in convoys that shut down streets, in properties she never leaves. She moves through the world like a woman who never asked for it and never quite belonged. The conspiracy theories will keep coming. The costs will keep rising. The critics will keep questioning. But here's what remains. A woman who came from Slovenia, became a model, married a billionaire, became first lady, twice, and through it all, chose silence over spectacle, privacy over presence. Maybe that's the real luxury. Not the planes, not the cars, not even the palaces, but the ability to disappear, even when the whole world is watching. The motorcade rolls, the helicopters lift, the theories spread, and Melania remains, somewhere, behind the armor, beneath the silence, still traveling, still unreachable, still hers. They want content that digs deeper than the headlines, that questions the spectacle, that shows you what's really there. Before you go, hit that subscribe button. We don't just review, we reveal. From the luxury to the logistics to the truths hidden in plain sight. So hit like, tap subscribe, and join the thousands who already know understanding power starts with watching how it moves.